The situation on El Guettar is critical. And for those of you wondering what El Guettar is, guys, it's a German defensive position over here, stopping our British allies from breaking through Rommel's lines and ultimately encircling the Germans entirely. Now, we are 1st Brigade, actually 1st Armored Brigade, I believe is the correct terminology here as the Americans, and our job is to stop this German onslaught. It's certainly on the way. They're going to be coming from somewhere in that general direction, and I've got a whole bunch of tanks here, although as many of you guys know, a lot of these tanks, unfortunately, as much as I love them, Shermans are not necessarily going to stand up against Tigers or even Panzer IVs as well as I'd like to think. That being said, this being a full-on attack, I really want to prepare for that. So I'm going to take Clark, all the recce and repair, and drop them back here. Drop these guys back here. I'm going to keep a couple of these tanks actually on this right side. And what I wanted to do is actually take a group of these, a detachment, and get up on top of that hill. So I am going to go ahead and, that's right, do a deployment, probably the fastest deployment we've ever done in this game. And I'm going to take Scott, the entire Scott unit here, and I am going to order them to actually just simply move towards that line, a standard move. And guys, we are going to get started. Here we go. As always, when we play these World War II battles, I will return when the action begins. You can already see some of our guys getting ready. Our Americans are prepared for the fight, and hopefully we can put a stop to the German attacker. If you like these sort of fights, you know what you got to do. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. We've even got our gunners ready and trained. In fact, I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to send him up there as well. See you soon, folks. Wish the best to our men. First contacts, and sure enough, they're coming from up here, not at all where I expected them, so I'm actually going to order these guys to go ahead and turn in that general direction. Looks like we've got a lot of anti-tank guns, so we might as well get engaged. In fact, I'm going to start pushing up with some of the infantry back here. We've already unloaded most of them from the vehicles, so they're already on the ground advancing. But look at that. Look at how quickly the Germans have set up and stopped these guys right there. Stop them right there. We don't want to move any farther. Look at those damn anti-tank rounds swinging by. Come on, just keep up the fire, damn it. Keep up the fire. Here we go. Returning fire at least on this thing. Damn it, McClaslin. Of course, they could have enemies ahead of us, but at least Scott is firing. Got to give it to Scott, man. What a beast. You can also see quite a few trenches over there, guys, so they definitely have a line of trenches. But I think that first gun is getting hit real hard. Just going to take a look here. We're also throwing some artillery that way. And I actually put the artillery under AI control for this battle, so they're doing a great job at tagging those positions. Again, this is part of the El Guettar area we're supposed to break through, so that is exactly what we're going for. Look back here, too. I was worried they were tanks, but it just looks like trucks. Nonetheless, I want to engage that. Let's take a look and see if they've begun the attack elsewhere, and sure enough, look at that, guys, directly ahead of us. Over here, a few enemy infantry units. Nothing too concerning, but they've definitely taken that hill position. Enemy tanks. Armor. Look at that. Looks like our boys already spotted them. Of course, we're going to be a lot more effective up close and personal with these things. I don't know what he's aiming for, but the Sherman's going to have to hit this thing through the side. Light them up, boys. Light them up. We've got an entire German tank line. This is a great chance to hit them in the flank. I don't think they see us here. So, again, getting the Sherman close is going to be very important. I'm actually going to go ahead and advance with some of these Sherman tanks. Just immediate aggressive advance and hit them in the side. You can see a lot of them are missing the enemy entirely, and we're losing the element of surprise. There we go. See, we just can't pen the armor. We're doing the best we can. Light them up, boys. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Direct hit through the engine block, I believe. Is he still moving? I think he is. They can really soak up a lot of firepower, but taking out those tanks is going to help us big time. Of course, I'm ignoring the rest of the battlefield, and you can see a lot of infantry over there in that position. So just with Scott and Clark, all of these guys, I'm going to make sure they are focused in there. And I think they already kind of are. Let's see how our advancing armor's doing. Come on, boys. Bring us some dead tanks, for goodness sakes. I wanted to use another word, but YouTube's not gonna like that. Starts with a K there. Knock those Germans out. There's one tank out. We're continuing the push. I want to take out as many of them as possible. 2 out, I believe, guys. These Shermans are true heroes. Light them up, boys. Light them up. See what I mean about the Sherman getting close and doing that damage? That is the only way to knock these guys out. Get them. Get them. Oof. Frontal hit on the Sherman. He actually managed to stand. That was an auto kill. Did you see that? That was a friendly fire kill. If you guys have watched this far and know what moment of the video that friendly fire kill happened, put the time in the comments below. Was that a friendly fire kill? Somebody go back and rewatch that. I think this tank hit that tank in the back. Nonetheless, the one issue here is we've gotten our Shermans into a little bit of a dangerous position now. We could fall back, but I am going to continue to be aggressive here, and I'm going to focus on the rest of those German tanks. Let's take a look over here, guys. We're looking at another part of the battlefield, of course. Now, these, I believe it's just basically a howitzer, a GMC M3. Isn't that just a howitzer set up on the back of the truck bed? So hopefully he's hitting position, but I think we need to actually get him a bit closer. So I'm actually going to push forward here. You can see the rounds dropping on top of them, but they're sort of falling behind the line over here. Just take a look there at the position. There we go. Look at that. Direct fire. That gun is still operational. I don't like that. There's some shrapnel for you. Mortars are eventually going to get a lucky target, that's for sure. And for Dunphy as well, I'm going to be putting him under AI control. He can also call in artillery strikes. Very, very calm. All right, we're still getting some nice dingers there. I want to make sure all of these infantry units are also focused exclusively on that trench. And it looks like just about everybody is. But let's jump back over to the tank line. How's this going? Oh boy, it's pretty rough out here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get up close and personal pretty soon. We still got some tanks live out there, that's the good news. And plenty of tanks back here, and that is gonna be Ayer's unit. I'm thinking we should just power on through, honestly. But I'm gonna keep my distance for now. There's just too many enemy tanks here. Turn towards them, damn it! I think his track is messed up, man. In fact, his turret may be messed up too. The other issue here is I just don't think we're going to do any damage to their tanks unless we get close. So I'm almost tempted to just go for the push with Foss and the rest of them. Excuse me, not Foss. With Ayers and the rest of them. Push on through, but we'll hold for now. I gotta give it to Foss and his boys. They absolutely are heroes, taking out all those German tanks. He's still pushing forward, man, but I don't think he's going to do so well here on the side view. Have Foss turn that turret towards the tank. Come on, man. Oh, that thing is just burning up right next to him. And I think we've got this guy alive still as well. Come on, Foss. It's all up to you, buddy. Enemy Stug right there. That is definitely a Stug. Oh, he did hit him, but unfortunately that frontal plating, man, it's something else. Let's see, will he actually get right alongside us and give us a chance? I'm hoping that the smoke is kind of hiding Foss for a bit. Come on, Foss, turn that damn gun, man. What are you looking over there for, man? Turn this way. Foss. He is really focused on that infantry unit over there, but I need him focused over there, man. Especially with the enemy tank so close, this could be a perfect kill. I think he's just, as you can see that flashing right there, he has lost almost all his morale. I can't say I blame him. Pretty terrifying situation, especially with the Stug advancing here. There we go. We still got some Shermans firing at the advancing tanks. Not sure what they could do with that Stug. I think we have to push with ours. Can we give it a chance? That's actually a good hit. Wait a minute. Frontal hit on the Stug. Did it? Nope. Nope. That's why, because of the damn Stug. Oh my goodness, massive explosion. We're gonna have to, guys. We're gonna have to do an aggressive push here with Ayers. It is the only chance we have at pushing this Stug out of here. I just want to go right back to the enemy trench lines. We could also take this group of armor and go ahead and advance directly on their line. But I want to hold out for a little bit until we know what's happening with this tank. Come on, Airs. Come on, Airs. Completely missed that shot. Fired right on top of him. Or right above him, I should say. Again, it's a direct hit, but unfortunately, makes little difference with that frontal plating. And actually, I think I'll leave Converse here. Did we hit him? I think he's down. No, he's not. Sneaky bastard. He is still doing just fine. By the way, guys, again, if a lot of you guys have gotten to this part of the video, do you want to see some U-boat action? I was really feeling potentially doing some U-boat soon. It has just been in early access for so long as I can remember. Like 5 years. And maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I would love to play some of that. Another simulator. All right, come on. All right, I just want to push this guy past him. Push him past, push him past. I think he's getting a little cocky. We might have him. There we go. Please tell me he's down. Here we go. He's right on top of him. He should be able to take him out from here. Keep it up, keep it up. Give us another shot there. What I love about the Stug. This is why the Stug is my favorite German, not just assault gun, but I know it's not technically a tank, but it's my favorite. That frontal plating is just so good. Extremely powerful gun. We finally got the crew to abandon the vehicle. We might have actually killed the entire crew inside, but they've got more armor advancing here. And if we can win the fight over here on this side, we can, of course, bring these tanks to bear over on the enemies in the trench there. But have we broken through El Guettar? I mean, the 290 is currently contested. We're gonna have to take that 290, I think, for it to actually count as a victory. Another one down, boys. Another one down. Fortunately, plenty of them still here. Nope, nope, nope. I think, no, I thought he was dead. He might not be. And again, still plenty of officers on that hill, man. That has got me a little confused, and I'm thinking it's because Bickle is kind of focused over this way. What we can do is take Scott, all these infantry, Murphy, etc., and we're just going to go full-on attack on that hill position. Let's go, boys. Of course, they've got the cover of the tanks here. In fact, we'll bring the tanks to bear. Stop him right there. Good enough. No! Why are you turning this way? There we go. Fire at will. It's alright, it's just a flesh wound. Fire that gun, damn it. Torn up this vehicle. We've torn up their trenches too, but they still have plenty of guys, and it's that anti-tank rifle. That's it, baby. Now, the only bit of good news there is that we clearly have taken out a lot of their other AT rifles, but they've got machine gunners up here, some really good positions, despite us having really smashed that area up into pieces. Let's see how the tank situation is here. No winners or losers in this tank battle. Everybody bit the dust. Their tanks, our tanks. I think they've got one left. And what's this? Aviation? Let's see, boys. Oz or theirs. We'll soon find out. A bit far behind the line, though, if you ask me. Still a whole lot of infantry over there that I wasn't really looking forward to. Alright, Eris is still alive, guys. Incredibly, these Shermans are still pushing. A lot of those little flags you see are just tank commanders that have, of course, abandoned their vehicles, so I am going to try to take them out. Each tank commander is a threat. Light them up. They're actually doing the right thing, which is just taking cover behind their armor. It's kind of all you can do in this situation. Let's take a look over here. How's that advance going, boys? Light them up. And really, I want our focus here, and that's where the anti-tank rifle is. Here we go. Position is being targeted. But we need it. We need more consistent fire. Here we go. That's what I like to see. We've got some machine gun fire on there. Look at that, guys. Keep doing your job there, Sanders. Guys like Sanders with a 50 cal up here are absolute heroes. Because I think they are the guys in the position to get hit the most. Yeah, look at that. Sanders, we need you firing that 50. Wait a minute. I'm seeing the planes. Oh, boy. Oh, what's this? Oh, my goodness. Those are definitely friendly planes hitting their positions. Guys, we can't even see those positions. Looked like fire, mosquitoes, if I'm not mistaken. Those looked like mosquitoes. And look at this. We had an entirely other tank group. I didn't realize we had these guys straight to Hill 290. In fact, I'm going to go straight into this position. Well, at least we saved an entire tank army. And actually, no, they're not tanks. These are just self-propelled guns. They may have been the ones firing all of those rounds, actually. We do have some tanks here, though. Let's grab them, and we're going to actually hit the enemy where they've been attacking us at the flank. Try and cause a little havoc over there. Again, more self-propelled guns. These are odd. You sort of have to keep them faced away from the enemy if you want to get anything done. There we go. That is a beautiful sight. Sometimes you don't get a devastating bomb run, but even one bomb drop there, it looked like an incendiary bomb of sorts, has got this area burning up a bit. I'm sure our boys will be back for more. This area actually kind of reminds me of the anthill in Paths of Glory. There's just too much happening over here at the moment. There we go. Pretty effective fire. Here we go, guys. Now, the other thing I'm starting to think is, you know, he who controls the elevation controls the battlefield. So I'm almost thinking, forget these guys, just move straight to Hill 290. But the movement over there alone means they're going to get so many flank attacks on us. So for now, I almost feel like just keeping our focus here is kind of the best approach. But I kind of want to move up there as well. In fact, maybe we just take some of these engineer units and send them up there. Never seen this many engineers at once advancing. Look at that. So far, not a single ceasefire offer from the enemy. They seem to be pretty convinced that they can still win this one. And I think they've got a good point. I mean, they've got some pretty good positioning still. Ayers is still incredibly out here somewhere. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So that's firing right from the side at the enemy. Interesting, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure a Mosquito does that. See, look at that. Gruart's unit is, of course, advancing. And they made first contact with that little group over there. See, guys like that in their Jeeps, they're not going to be able to do a damn thing. This is not exactly the most effective group. In fact, I'm going to order them to stop right there. And I like how they will kind of like auto-redeploy. It takes a minute there, but they will auto-redeploy the gun. But while they're auto-redeploying, of course, they're taking a lot of shots. Come on, boys. Come on, come on. Right, looks like our planes are focusing on that group right now. And you can just see all of the bombs that have been dropped here, the destroyed guns. We did a pretty good number here on these guys. Lots of destroyed vehicles, mostly trucks, but I'll take it. Right now, actually, on this side, seems almost like a little more like a mopping up operation than anything else. So, you know what? We're going to try and get on that 290. Especially since Ayers is starting to see a lot of Germans up on the hill advancing. Quite desperate to take this position, but he's still holding out, man. Ayers is such a boss right now. Just wish they could get that machine gun up on top, but that would be deadly for the gunner himself. Definite headshot coming his way. German officer directly ahead of him. Come on. Get him, Ayers. Get him. 2 officers, man. That we still have a few brave pilots trying to drop a few more bombs, I believe. See what I meant about the flanking fire? It's already beginning. At least our guys, though, are opening up for once. They are returning fire on those German positions, but I think taking that 290 is huge. Having that elevation to look down on the enemy is going to help us out quite a bit. Look at that damn oil fire, man. No kidding. See how these guys are doing. You can see some of them are actually trying to fix the gun here. Certainly took some damage. Policeman McCaslin looking anywhere, any which way. There we go. Oh, nice. Look at that. Nice to see that even though he is still pretty burned up and pretty damaged, he is still firing away. Got Ayers, and we've got his buddy right there. At this point, it looks like they are completely hiding in the swamp over here. I hesitate to call it a swamp. I guess marsh would be a more appropriate term, but they are totally hiding in the marsh. And like I said, I called it a mopping up operation before. Most of the guys that we've got here are alive. You can see them. They're taking cover, but they're alive. I think most of the guys that were on this hill have completely just fallen back over in this direction. And the reason it looks so imposing is because we're seeing a lot of officer flags, but there's not really much there. See, they've got some guys here, but overall, I think on this side, they're pretty much beaten. So let's keep our focus over there. That's probably another trench position. This up here, probably just the remnants of the existing unit. And there we go. We're actually advancing with that other group. Took them a while to get here, but they're on the way. And I'm actually going to give Baum here AI control so that he can call in any sort of fire support he wants. I got a feeling the plane had dropped a bomb, but I did not see the direct impact. And look at that. Sure enough, enemy is having some trouble. Here we go. That's just good old-fashioned artillery and mortars. But you can see they're struggling. Some of them will get up from this. Some of them will remain wounded. And some of them will not get up from that position. Just need a few more direct hits. Just saw an officer go down there near the explosion. Pretty good sign. Here's another nice hit. Yep, like I said, he is not making it out. He's not making it out. A lot of, and that's an officer, as you can see with the Luger. A lot of them at this point are just going to try and get the hell off the battlefield. Let's take another look there at the map, the tactical map. It's all about that 290 now, boys and girls. Let's go. Full-on assault. I think they can handle it. I really do. Gaisland, it's your chance. Go. Look at that. We got our advancing next squad with the support guns. And I just want to stop right there. Just keep that supporting fire going. In fact, that might even be too far away. So let's just stay right there. Beautiful. That is going to be wonderful supporting fire. If they just wouldn't turn, damn it. I don't understand the insistence on turning. Do that. Beautiful. Look at that. They are adjusting the gun, folks. Nice. That's what we like to see. And in fact, we'd probably focus fire directly on that gun. There's a nasty little anti-tank gun over there. I really want to knock out that group of infantry. Keep firing, keep firing. See why they can't really spot those guys. They're behind pretty good cover. Let's take a look here. All right, units will not execute order due to insufficient command level. Not an issue. But getting that last tank is... we can knock at that last German tank. I feel like they would definitely go for the ceasefire. And I love that our air support is still there, man. Still doing a great job. Got our engineers about to make it to the top of the hill. Yep, sure enough, our bombers are going to go for those targets, so we're not going to accept the ceasefire just for a bit here, because I want to take out those guns. Looks like 88s. Be perfect if we just knock them out as well. And they definitely seem to have a nice position of 88s over there. So I'm thinking of taking the castle, the rest of these guys. The enemy has to be tired. They have got to be tired after so many consistent attacks, after so many artillery strikes, so I'm pushing it a bit. I'll take Dunphy and all these guys and assist, but I'll get them mostly on top of a hill here. Same with Bickle, but I feel like McCaslin and Clark can carry on the fight. Chase these guys into the swamps. There we go, direct hit. Come on, hit him. Really just goes to show the power of artillery. And their tank is still good to go. In fact, they've got another one over here. Little bastard, love to knock him out. The fact that Ayers has survived here, I'm almost tempted to accept the ceasefire just to make sure Ayers absolutely makes it out. The guy deserves a Medal of Honor, especially when you look at all of the enemy tanks destroyed and the path he made to get over here. I mean, of course, we lost plenty of Shermans too, but I think I would trade 3 or 4 Shermans for a single one of these Panzer IVs, and I believe they're Panzer IVs, but they look pretty vicious. Nonetheless, really good hits there. And Ayers is firing. He is firing, believe it or not. But I need him firing over here on this bad boy. Come on, boys. Let's knock out another Jerry here. You can do it, boys. You can do it. I believe in you. I think he's down. I think he's down. I don't think it's a fog of war issue. I think he is decrewed. Could be mistaken, but it's not looking great for him. And sure enough, we are fully on top of point 290. We've got all of the troops up there. We've got all of the scouts up there as well. I know scouts are troops and vice versa, but you know what I mean. So we've got the scouts up here now. Now we can really keep eyes on the enemy from all directions. And sure enough, pretty heavy guns up there, but we want our focus on those guys. Just make sure they don't do any counterattacks. And let's face it, at this point, a counterattack wouldn't make a damn bit of difference. This guy is hiding in such a way, and he is still alive, that heirs can't see him because of the burning wreck. But look at that. Can this vehicle get him? Oh, actually, no, it's just another Sherman. I thought it was one of those gun trucks. But no, this Sherman could kill him. Be nicer if we were a bit closer. Got some officers back there, too. Shit. Yeah, that's it for heirs. Wasn't much he could do. Tracks are destroyed. Let's hope the Sherman can avenge him. Yep, another trench line. And this is, of course, why it was considered an attack on the German line. I want to say the Gustav line, but drawing a blank right now. But that's why it was considered, this hill was so important. El Guettar, excuse me. The El Guettar defensive point was so important. So we have crushed quite a few of the trenches in the El Guettar defensive point. But as you can see, there are more and more. It's those concentric rings stretching all around the landscape. And so even when you take down one line of trenches, you've got another line of trenches and another ring of artillery, and then another line of trenches and another ring of artillery. It's a really nice setup. And you can see they get in these marsh regions, which you wouldn't expect in Africa, quote-unquote, but really there are plenty of different climates in Africa, and shrubland is one of the most frustrating in a combat situation. It's very easy for the enemy to just get down there in the shrubs, and we don't see a damn thing. See if Clark sees anybody or spots anybody with the 50. Look at that. Still plenty of enemies over there. My goodness, guys. Still plenty of them. I'm going to go ahead and give the boys some rest, though. I think the fighting has been absolutely vicious for both sides. And I don't want them taking back the ceasefire. So let's go ahead and accept that. That seems like a pretty tolerable ceasefire to me. We'll have to see if ultimately I'm right. But we do have point 290. All right, ceasefire, ceasefire. Good show, boys, good show. And there we go, guys. Let's take a look right there in terms of actual casualty count. And actually, it was almost identical. 70 killed on our side, 60 killed on the enemy side. 40 heavily wounded on our side. This might actually be reversed. Nope, it's correct. And the reason being the 38 missing are going to be the 38 enemy prisoners. But overall, these were very, very even. No doubt about it. We did kill a bunch of their vehicles, but they killed a bunch of ours too. I would argue that the value of the ones we destroyed is worth way more than the ones they destroyed, but nonetheless, that is a battle if there ever was one. As always, guys, if you enjoy these Gravity Team videos, understand the amount of time that goes into them, so please like and comment. I'd ask that you at least do that, and that really helps. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one.